Hi, this is a quick video for anyone who may be having a little bit of trouble setting their timing using a solid tensioner instead of the hydraulic tensioner, along with the solid pulley that comes with the kit. With the stock hydraulic tensioner, what you would do is set your crankshaft sprocket a tooth behind. And then you would go from front to rear cam. So this, of course, would have been backed all the way out. Your grenade pin would still be in there. You would set your front cams first, doing your timing on those, making sure your marks lined up with your marks on your valve cover. Here you go. With your marks on your valve cover. And then you go all the way around the water pump and go to your rear cams, and you would do the same thing where you would set your cam gears and line them up to the timer marks right there on your cam, on your valve cover. And then you would put your belt on here and move the crankshaft sprocket one tooth ahead or to the right clockwise, so it would be lined up properly with wherever your timing mark is at. But for whatever reason, that wasn't working with me with this solid tensioner setup. I was always having slack in the wrong place. It just wasn't working. So what I did instead was I took the belt, put it on the solid tensioner and the crankshaft sprocket, and I left this set where at the correct TDC that it was supposed to be at, or I left that set where your timing mark was at on your crankshaft sprocket. And then I went from the rear bank to the front bank, so I did it in reverse. I got all of the slack from out of the rear cams, put it on my cam gears, set timing, or lined up my timing marks on both of them, and then went over to the front. And then what I had did was I already had this, remember, the belt was on the solid timing tensioner pulley, and so to make it easier for myself, I just went ahead and set these two, and then I slipped the belt over the front cams, so everything was already on. And it's very hard to use the cam gear wedges. Some people love them, some people hate them. I mean, they have their purpose, I suppose. But they really don't work that well with the 3SX adjustable cam gears, so you really can't use it. And so I just went ahead and lined up my marks without using that, held it in place while I had it with one hand, and then just slipped over the belt with the other hand, with my left hand, and held the gears in place while I took my left hand and tightened up my tension, or took the slack from out of the belt. But one very important thing to make sure when you're setting timing using the solid timing tensioner is that all of the slack is in one place. You want all the slack to be right here in the front. You don't want any of the slack to be on the back of the belt, because this, once you set it, that's it. It's not going to adjust for any slack in the belt. It's just going to stay wherever you set the tension at it, since it's a solid tensioner. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. So yeah, just make sure that the back is wicked tight where it needs to be. All the slack is taken out of it. Already set this. Line up your timing marks on here, and just set the timing. Take out the slack in the rear and just go from the back to the front. Make sure the belt is already on the solid tensioner. And then if you have adjustable cam gears, with stock cam gears, usually it's a lot bit harder to do. But since I have aftermarket ones, it's very easy just to slide the belt right over the cams when I had the belt on the solid tensioner. So I hope that helps out people that may have had problems setting their timing or trying to get all the slack out of the belt when they were using a solid tensioner. Just make sure you're able to get all the slack on this side. All right, so just go in reverse and just make sure all the slack's on this side, instead of going the opposite way where you would take the slack out of this side by moving your crankshaft sprocket one tooth forward once you set it one tooth behind. All right, hope that helps you out. Thanks. I guess leave comments, suggestions in the box below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, whatever, thought I was talking on my ass, I don't care. Trolls, have fun in the comments, do whatever you want. All right, thanks, bye.